What's good, Pack Nation? Welcome to Packin with Gary, where we discuss all things NC State basketball. If this is your first time watching, please subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications because we're gonna have some good things coming. Okay. Today we're gonna cover Justin Gainey, his interview with Jeff Goodman with the Field of 68. So let's get into it. First off, at the beginning of the interview, Jeff says our guy Gainey doesn't know how to self-promote. Now I get what he was trying to say, but damn. He probably knows how. He just goes about it differently. Okay. Might be nothing, but I think Coach did a great job of not addressing that and let him continue to ask, his question, which was, what was the biggest thing you learned under Rick Barnes and what were they able to build and sustain? Okay. It's one of those backhanded compliments. Coach Gainey was on this show having to explain that, he's a competitive guy. To me, that's saying, oh, y'all sleeping on me, huh? He was so calm. My man was probably thinking, y'all disrespected me with the schedule, and I didn't flip the table. So you think everything is cool. Just wait. Nah, he's probably still going, be kind of chill, but we shall see. He has also chosen not to address how Will Wade left. Very classy. Um, he's not speaking on it. Props to you, coach. I probably would have fired a few shots knowing the way he did my alma mater. Coach also had to, correct Jeff on calling us crazy fans. All right. He said, no, we're passionate. Now, like he took the time to say, yo, hold up. You got too much dip in your chip, calling our fans crazy. Let's not do that. I appreciate you taking the opportunity to address that. We cannot continue to let the media just disrespect NC State athletics or our fan base. A big thing that Jeff brought up is that state fans want a connection to their players. Okay? That's facts. Look, it's just not as fun when players leave each year. You can't get attached and it sucks. That's why we're so attached to Paul. And I'm sure we'll be attached to Mikey going forward, especially when he balls out. Fingers crossed. I'm not all for government getting involved in college athletics, but it's wild out there. Okay, something has to happen. So, coach was asked, to talk about his team and the process of building it out. First off, I get the vibe that coach really likes this team. I don't think he feels like, damn, I didn't get what I want. He didn't harp on not having a backup center. So that worried me because that should have been the first thing out of his mouth. But no, he wouldn't say that. However, I hope that he's feeling it. I will say he seems pretty high on Zymicah. Now, if Mikey is showing coach that much, great. But I think if Mikey doesn't play a lot, it's going to be his own fault. Coach wants him to get minutes. I'm saying it now. Based off the way coach was beaming about Mikey, he might end up being a starter by the end of the season or at some point. You heard it here first. Coach did a good job of addressing each player by name. Almost. He didn't mention any of the last three guys we picked up. Now, if the last guy, Jurkovic, is like that, I think he would have been mentioned. But that's just me. He also got a little talkative about Darius Adams, how he recruited him before and missed on him, and he'll be more efficient at state. So that's two guys that I'm like, just off coach's energy, maybe bigger factors than what we think once it's all said and done. Jeff asked coach what he thinks the strength of the team will be. We all know it's shooting, just as coach said, and he will have to teach them defense. Hell, it seems like NC State's going to turn into the school where shooters go. Let's get it. Let's be shooters, you. In today's game, it's fun, but we have to get some rebounders for when we die by the three. Oh yeah, we're gonna die by the three. Y'all know I'm still uneasy about that. I do like coach's approach to the retention of his players. Trying to explain their relationships, that you make in college, staying at the same university will serve you better than, the money that you're focused on right now. Meeting and establishing relationships with people that you can start businesses with or be hired by after basketball. I mean, Casey Morcell said in our interview, he's working in commercial real estate, which initiated from an NIL deal he had while at NC State. I mean, the options are abundant. I don't think the kids think about, that as they bounce around. So that's a nice twist to the recruiting pitch. We shall see if it works. So, Pat, let me close out with the overall feeling that I have from the interview. I'm optimistic. Our coach is very stoic. He doesn't show a lot of emotion in his interviews. So you really can't read into too much. But I think there is something there about those gems that aren't getting enough coverage with this team. Keep an eye on Zymicah Wilkins and Darius Adams. They might be what elevates this team this upcoming season. Oh, and Jeff Goodman, you're wondering how Pack Nation feels about you? Keep that same energy towards Will Wade, and you good over here. Until next time, Pack Nation, please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Go Pack.